Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This is Lily Thomas II, and this is the 2 p.m. coffee moment. I will tell you a little bit about my 2 p.m. coffee runs. They started around 2009 when I was a part of a DC fellowship, and around 2 p.m., the guys and I would go down to the cafeteria and grab a nice hot cup of coffee and have a short conversation. As you can imagine, coming into the office at 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. in the morning could leave you quite fatigued a couple hours right before it's time to leave. So what better way to combat sleepiness than a nice hot cup of frou-frou or really strong bean juice? I don't actually have coffee with me today. I actually have water because water is good for you. And it is, instead of taking in a diuretic at this moment, I am taking in something that will keep me hydrated. So whether you want to join us in this conversation with water, milk, like the breakfast broadcast, or coffee, you are more than welcome to join in and fellowship. In fact, I have a meme just for you. It's from the Laughing Christian on Facebook groups. And here it is. What is Milk's favorite cookie? Oreos. So this meme says, okay, class, grab a glass of milk. We're going to talk about the moon cycles today. You can see the noon moon at the top, the full moon at the bottom. What a beautiful meme. And you can see over 800 people responded to this meme with laughter, hearts, or a thumbs up. Pretty sweet, right? Well, holiday season hasn't quite ended yet. We have just finished celebrating Christmas, and some are familiar with the holiday celebrating the wise men, also known as Epiphany. And I have the pleasure of sharing with you the thoughts of a faithful friend of mine from Meade High School, his thoughts on Epiphany. And I will start by introducing the idea of him with a quote. Almost every weekday morning, he would give the announcements over the intercom at Meade High School. He would say something along the lines of, "Good morning, Meade Senior High. This is David Rissling with your morning announcements." He was one of the many wonders of Meade High School. Let me read you his thoughts about Epiphany. Whoa, 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 whoa. Time out. Just a minute, please. Can we just pause a moment and let's talk about what January 6th really stands for? January 6th is celebrated as the Day of the Wise Men. Folks, these were astrologers. These were men who were very academic, but they were also very humble. I don't know if they were kings, and I don't know if there were only 3 of them. What I do know is these gentlemen felt something in their spirit that told them to follow a star from the east, to see something greater than anything they ever knew. I don't even know if they knew or suspected that this star would lead them right to the author of eternal life, but it did. What they found was an adorable baby boy laying in the arms of a lowly mother. And they knew then that this was the one who would save his people from their sins. That's what everybody ought to be talking about today as Christmas comes to a close, at least on the temporal calendar. That, my friends, is what January 6th means to me. That's what it's always meant to me. That's what it will always mean to me no matter what happens. Merry Christmas. Thank you. That was a quote from David Rissling. Around this season, this time of year, many people opt to fast and pray and seek the Lord for the remainder of the year. And if you decide to participate in a hunger strike, a cleanse, or a fasting period, generally what makes fasting stands out from the other labels you may call it is the purpose behind it. And fasting, you are seeking to get closer to God, and it is accompanied with prayer. It is not a diet, because the focus isn't necessarily on our health and wellness or our physical appearance, but it is on the glory of God and how we can grow closer to Him in our relationship with Him. If you're interested in finding out more about fasting, I can definitely recommend a book that I read all the way through. It's called Fasting by Jentezen Franklin. And this book was really helpful. It didn't just enhance my relationship with God per se, but it helped me understand what it takes to obtain the blessings of God. He talks about 3 things that you can do that will help you recognize and participate in the things of God. And those 3 things are prayer, fasting, and giving. You can read more about that in the book that I just showed you. If you participate in these 3 things, you are sure to experience the blessings of God. If you check out my YouTube channel, you'll be able to find at least one prayer prompt under Elijah and the prophets of Baal. That's actually giving a context of the prayer prompt that we were given for this week. And for this time of focused prayer, which lasts about 30 days, you can check out the prayer prompts at WNOP.com or I'll leave the information somewhere here in the description box below or in the post. I will leave the address. You can also check them out on their Facebook page. It's WNOP World Network of Prayer. And you can find the prayer prompts for each week as we go through this period of focused prayer. If you decide to fast, your fasting can range from 1 day to 3 days a week to 21 days. And it can range from an all water fast to a variation of the Daniel fast, which would be no meats, no sweets, and sometimes no bread. But don't tell me, because fasting is a private endeavor as well as prayer. So you want to keep that to yourself. But if you would like to share some recipes that you've discovered, feel free to do so. Share what you've discovered gastronomically. If you've decided to go on an extended fast that involves food, I would love to see what you have come up with creatively as far as your recipes go. Speaking of books, there is a book we're going to read, and by we, I mean myself and a former student of mine. She was interested in expanding her network and winning more friends. And so I suggested a book that I've heard a lot of good things about called How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. Aside from reading through the Bible, we are going to read this book. And if you would like to join us on our Zoom conference or however we're going to have this discussion, I will definitely share that information when it becomes available and you can join our sort of book club discussion and how we can apply it. You are also invited to follow along as I read through the Bible on my Bible reading blog, and that is at http://faithzone2016.blogspot.com. And we are reading through the 66 books of the Bible. We just passed the halfway mark for the New Testament by finishing. We are in Hebrews right now. We did not actually read the New Testament in order. We started with Luke and then went on to John, then Matthew and Mark, then Acts, and the rest of the epistles we're reading in order, starting with Romans, and right now we're in Hebrews. You can definitely join us by reading and commenting in the blog. If you're looking to volunteer, Happy Helpers for the Homeless is always looking for some extra hands on the weekends. Definitely check out their website, happyhelpersforthehomeless.com. And if you have any prayer requests, know that we are praying for you during this COVID season, during this snowy season, during this season of decreasing darkness. We actually just passed winter solstice, so we experienced the shortest day and the longest night of the year. So get ready for the sun to rise a little earlier and for the days to get a little bit longer. Definitely something to look forward to. Thank you so much for joining me for this 2 p.m. coffee moment, and I definitely look forward to speaking with you again soon. Until next time. Oh, if you like this video, click the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the bell button for notifications for when more videos come out. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you in the future. Bye.